Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bullhucker Podcast. I'm Moose Lundstrom.
I'm Generous.
Generous! What's up, Jenny Neb?
Not a whole lot. Just got done over our balls freezing off.
Oh my god, it was so cold, dude.
Just cold. Miserable. I'm everybody that survived. Whoop, whoop, we made it.
I believe I saw on the news that Fort Morgan was the coldest place in America yesterday.
It was colder than Antarctica.
Yeah,
I saw minus 49 wind chill factor at one time. That's nuts.
That is nuts. And you hear that voice, that's our guest today. You brought a guest today, a friend of yours.
Good friend of mine. So, you guys, I want to introduce Jay Elliott. Jay and I have known each other since all the way back in the days of Columbine Elementary School.
Long time ago. Columbine.
Awesome. Yep, and I know him and both of his siblings, and we were basically raised up in the same school system and have known each other for years. And he still, to this day, remains one of my good friends. We go out and have a lot of fun occasionally.
Yeah, she was like my little sister for the longest time. Me and her brother Jerry. Hung out.
Me and Tina.
Yeah,
me and his younger sister.
Which were right, exactly friends. Same age and grade, right? Or
Tina was a year older
than
me.
Okay, yep. All right.
That's awesome. Yeah, usually it's the other way around. Usually it's one of my friends I've had for lifelong on here. So as I was telling you earlier, I get super excited when it's a brand new person I've never met. You know, I get to make a new friend today and get to learn about somebody new. And it's a challenge because I don't know your tells at all.
This will be good.
Yeah, I talk shit. All my friends I've known their whole life, I don't know their fucking tells either, you know. So
well, this one here, she's going to have the upper hand a little bit, so I'm going to have to try to trick her. We'll see if it happens.
I'm not worried about it. We'll see.
I'm going to listen 3/4 to fully intently, Bob Buddy. I love you.
It's going to be good, man. But hey, if you're new to the Bullhucker, welcome to the Bullhucker Podcast. What we do on the Bullhucker Podcast is we bring a guest on. Today's Jay Elliott. I don't know why I was going to call him Jason, but Jay Elliott. Sorry, my man.
It's all good.
What Jay's going to do is he's going to tell us 3 stories about his life. Now, here's the kicker. Only 2 of these stories are true. One's either borrowed, halfway made up, or all the way made up. And at the end of the podcast, Jen Neb, and myself are going to try and guess which one we think is not true, is not one of his true stories. So
that is right.
It is.
Wish
exactly
us luck.
Right. And I do want to stop and say we are now 2024. We have sponsors.
Nice.
Yeah. The Brush Emporium, we'll get into them a little later. They are actually the sponsor of the show, the main sponsor, and this is where the studio is down in 210 Clayton Street. But our episode sponsor is Magic Bean Coffee. Yes. You want to whip out your... Yeah.
We can advertise them. They're ready.
That's right. They sent little coffee mugs for all our guests, and if you haven't been to Magic Bean, what are you doing, right? Magic Bean is located at the Country Stakeout. It's called the Block now, but for the old school guys, it's the Country Stakeout. It's a great place down there, owned by Megan Orca. It's a family-owned coffee shop here in Fort Morgan, Colorado. Go down there. They have a bakery where Bella Bolin does all her delicious stuff. You ever had Bella Bolin's... what's her name? Bella didn't pay for advertising, so you don't know.
She's got something really good at the Magic Bean. You gotta go. That's why it's magic.
Sweet beets, something. But anyway, she does all her delicious stuff. They make donuts there. There's a donut shop there now that you can go to the actual coffee shop and get donuts in the morning, and they are awesome donuts. It's called Small Town Donuts, and you go down there and check them out. Megan's been a barista forever and a day, so it's something cool. It's something brand new, and she sells a lot of her stuff. Something Magical is another business she owns. You can go down there and get all kinds of stuff from sage to crystals or whatever. You can check it out. It's a really interesting place, so please make sure you go down to the block and check them out. So what's the mug look like,
Can
Jim?
you chill in it in Wi-Fi?
Chilling it, man. You're in school, you want to do some study, and they got plenty of room out there to spread out. You know, you want to go down with some friends, have a coffee. Jay and I were just talking. He's not drinking anymore. That's cool. Hey, that's a great place for Jay to go hang out with some buds.
You know, I am a medical marijuana user, so can we stop with the food talk? Because this sounds great. Like, make sure we get this place, we get this address going on, man. So, yeah.
I'll tell you what, this morning, Jerry Cage at work said, I'm going to go get donuts. I'm going to go over to because we work with her husband, and I said, I'm going to call first. It was like 9:30. I'm like, do you have donuts? No, we're out. So they sell out right away, man. So you got to get there early because they are in high demand. So
very nice. So you guys, I'm so excited. So now check out the cool coffee mug Moose gave me. And like he said, any guest? It's a beautiful mug. I can't wait to use it proudly.
That's compliments of the Magic Bean. So
show your support for local business, local comedy, and fantastic coffee and donuts.
Yep.
Jen, I hope that wasn't your best Vanna White, bro.
I'm not.
You're taking an L on that
I'm
one,
not
girl.
turning letters for you because if I were to walk, I'd be crooked.
I think we're done with our horn now, Jen, aren't we?
Yep.
Done with our horn. But yeah, check out the Magic Bean. They're pretty great down there. So if you're looking for a new coffee space, once again, family owned. So please check that out. All right. Jay, are you ready to tell some stories, brother?
I'm ready.
All right.
You ready to ask some questions?
Yeah, I'll always, bro.
Let's do this.
I'm a talkative some bitch. Jennifer, he's got titles. He's got sentences, not titles. Sentences.
Full sentences.
I love it. Let's hear it. What's Jay got, brother?
Well, I had to intrigue you a little bit.
I
you're
am.
right. Yeah. So
I
good.
am.
I had
Me
to leave some
too.
intriguing words in there, not just one or two. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, so the first story that he has here is jailed, Sin City, Denver City, and Germany. Number 2 is legal and illegal prostitution participant.
Legal and illegal prostitution participant.
And 3 worked closely with Secret Service.
I gotta tell you, Jay, I'm a sucker for great titles, man.
I
I'm
know.
a sucker for them. So I like when they put a lot of thought into them.
I'm
that's
intrigued by all 3. I cannot wait.
Good. Jen, as my co-host, pick one out, sister. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I think, of course, I want to hear about your jailings.
Jailing Denver, or
Sin
Vegas,
City,
Denver, Sin City, Denver,
Denver
and,
City, and
Sure.
Germany. Jailed.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go in chronological order. I was stationed in Germany during the Cold War, actually, 88 to 92, minus a handful of months in Desert Storm.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. Thank you. And a month after I got back from Desert Storm, so this would have been June of 91. I'd kind of had enough of the Army by then because of some things in combat that weren't very good from a moral perspective for me. So I said, man, this Army ain't for me. So I just the Army decided to keep me there the last 13 months instead of send me back to America. Mm-hmm. But I begged them, I just want to go home. Never did. So I was on a wild streak and I just began drinking. And one night I had one of my brothers said, try some of this hash. So it turned out to be like this red Turkish hash that lit me up. And I'd never smoked anything before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, other than fucking menthols.
You've never been high?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Had never been high. And so I smoked this thing. It was out of old Coca-Cola can, too. What did you get from the PX there in Germany? But I went to a disco club, which is what we did on the weekends there. Anything to get away from the military bullshit.
Right.
So we just and being a single soldier in Germany is rough. Not a whole lot, not a whole lot of places to go, whole lot of things to do.
Right.
Everything you go requires a taxi ride, a train ride. It's difficult to get around.
Do you speak German?
I do not.
Okay. All right.
Jen, do you? Sprechen Sie Dick?
Did you mean Deutsch or did
Yeah.
you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
dick?
That's right. That's right. All right.
I
So
speak one of them fluently.
I hear it's not the Deutsch, but we can continue.
I know a few things because I was raised, my grandfather on my dad's side pretty much only spoke German.
Oh, really?
So I used to hear a lot with them and my his children, my father and his siblings, but not much.
So that particular night, not only was I just alcoholed out of my mind, which was typical and normal.
For a soldier overseas, sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just got it. I bought into it 1,000%.
Right.
And mixed with this hash, I'm at this club, and you always go with your boys, at least 2 or 3 of them, just in case some shit breaks off. Because not only is it the end of the Cold War, but I was also there in '89 when the wall came down.
Oh,
so you got East Germans and West Germans mixed in, and then you got this Desert Storm shit.
Right.
So all kinds of craziness going on in Germany in 91, 92. So somehow I became disengaged from the disco, from my boys, and the hash was hitting me unlike anything. And I got hungry.
Right. At this point, you're plenty drunk as well, inebriated.
Drunk and high. I don't know where I'm at. I don't even know the name of the town. I didn't even know the name of the fucking disco club, if you ask me. I don't know.
You weren't speaking German or English?
No, I wasn't speaking gibberish. I was freaking low crawl at the time. Is what I was
low crawl.
So the cool thing about Germany, though, if you're kind of a history buff, is it's really like cobblestone streets and shit. So it's
very cool.
Yeah, like you're walking down and it's kind of like, man, is this shit real, man, or what? So I see there's a bakery there, and it's got the storefront. Man, it's got bagels and strudels and donuts type things and German shit that I can't fucking pronounce.
And oh my.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I picked up a good sized planter that was outside the window, and I smashed the window.
Oh, they're closed.
Yeah, they're closed. Oh yeah, this is fucking. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get there. My bad. This is about 2:45 a.m., 3 o'clock. The street lights not even on. Everything's peaceful in this tiny little town.
And you're looting the bakery.
Yep.
Screw the nice clothes. Screw whatever else is around there. You're going for that food.
So I'm in there just fucking smashing, eating everything that I can. Shoving shit in my pockets.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Looking like Jeff Spicoli and shit with the bagel hanging out. When the fucking Polizei shit.
Just robbing them blind.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I was just hungry. That's all I cared about at the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Polizei, whoa. Let's just say they don't take kindly to Americans breaking into their shit. So I took an ass whipping, and then after that,
took an ass whipping from the local authorities?
Polizei. Yeah, police. German police.
Okay.
Yeah. Polizei, yeah.
Okay, full-on brutality, like what? Somebody over here, would they say that's misuse?
Absolutely. So they had these sticks that they would, and they would come out with this long fucking metal rod.
Sure.
And hit me in the back of the neck with that bitch. Yeah. That shit. Yeah. Pushed me around, fucking threw me into the side of the car, of course. Then they turned me over to the MPs. I was like, fuck. So here I am. I'm already cut the fuck up from going through the broken ass fucking window. Right? So beat. And then the MPs, yeah. If y'all ever watched Rambo. Okay, it wasn't about that bad, but they were assholes.
Right.
The MPs.
Sure.
Yeah. They were assholes. So yeah. I was jailed for that.
We beat him and since we give him the spanking, guys.
If you don't eat your pudding, you can't have any meat. That's all I can say.
Indeed. If y'all ever seen Euro Trip, it was like that.
Oh, that's a fantastic show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it is. That's fucking classic.
What, like the Green Ferry part of it? Is that what you're
talking about? Man.
Can you say what the fuck did I do last night?
Oh, man. Yeah, there have been times. I mean, I blacked out and not knowing where I was.
So how did the MPs react to this when you sober up, come to? I mean, is it a problem?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Okay. Like what comes of that kind of problem?
Yeah, fucking Article 15 is what comes of that. So loss of rank. Fucking, yeah, loss of rank, restricted to barracks. Every single fucking detail for the next 2 weeks that came up. 2 weeks came up.
You were their bitch.
Elliott.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I could attend was, only place that I could go was from the barracks to my place of duty. to the mess hall, and the church. So that was it.
Wow.
Let me just tell you, man, I became a religious motherfucker. Yeah, I was going to church as much as I could just to get the hell out because, yeah, it was terrible, man. It was terrible. The alcohol took me to some dark places, indeed.
Yeah, as it does. As it does.
So, any other questions about Germany? Do you want to hear the other one?
Well,
yeah, is that Denver and also, yeah?
Well, I do. Were you actually jailed? I mean, put in a jail behind bars?
That's 1,000%.
And by the military police, not the German police.
Oh,
both.
really?
Yeah, they didn't call the MPs until about 5 in the morning.
So they just held you as long as they chose and then just decided to toss you over?
Yep. Get them on over to the MPs. Fucking American.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
So, being a drunk American, too, dude.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for me, your ass would be frying. Terrible.
We bailed your ass out. That's crazy, man. What do you think about that, Jen? Is there more to that story?
Yeah, he's still Denver City and Sin City.
Okay, do you have questions?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Oh, you want me to go with the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry for the dramatic pause.
No,
You're
that
good,
is
you're
quite
good.
all right.
Denver, so we're going to go in chronological order.
Okay.
So then this would have been Denver City Jail. Would have been number 2. It's been after I got out of the military, like I said, I was done.
Yeah.
In June of 92. And it's kind of one of those things where, they get you into such a routine and a robotic state that I feel myself, the more I move away from that, the better off I am, right? Don't get stuck to this strict timeline where I stress the fuck out, my anxieties go crazy.
Right.
So, yeah, I've learned to deal with that. But in the mid-90s, I was at a party in Denver. I had moved up out of there after, got out of the military in 92, spent 3 or so years working at High Plains Youth Center.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when I moved to Denver, and then when I moved to Denver, they had 2 kind of halfway houses there that transitioned. These kids were going from lockup. They would come to the house before they went home. So we would teach them job skills and, things like that. Anything that we could, writing resumes, getting them prepared for what it's going to be like when they go back home.
Right.
Yeah, it was cool, but stressful as hell. Anyway, during that time, I was drunk, crazy. I was at a party. This guy was talking shit. And back then, I'm full of just piss and vinegar. And,
Right.
Young, dumb, and full of cum still at the age of about 25.
Yeah.
And and got to the point to where I was jailed for assault,
Right.
for destruction of private property, even though it was my house. And at the time, it was a picture frame or something like that I'd smashed on the fucking floor.
Oh, really?
Or a phone or something like that.
And they got you for it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I assaulted this dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
he got assaulted. It was one of those, I don't know, I guess I caught him in the bathroom type of thing, and he got beat into the fucking bathtub.
Yeah.
So, yeah, oh, man.
You gave him a German beatdown.
I gave him some of that American justice for sure, but no, this guy, I don't know. I want to say he deserved it, but now that I'm a little bit older, maybe I went a little bit too far.
Yeah.
But, Denver City Jail, I'm going to tell you, they put me in this holding cell, which had, the stainless steel toilet and sink that fucking everybody can see, bro, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it was probably a holding cell for about 12, which had 20 to 25 of us in there. And I mean, dirty as you can imagine now. Dirty as you can imagine. And I just sat there, just waiting. And they told me that if I wanted a phone call, that I had to use this phone right there in that detention thing. Man, let me tell you, I was so scared to touch that handle. I nearly pissed myself because I didn't want to even go near that fucking toilet.
Right.
So I spent the night in there in the holding cell. They moved me into the jail cell. And my mom, actually, she bailed me out the next day.
What's mom's name?
My mom's name is Sue.
What's up, Sue?
Sue, yeah. She goes by Mogo. And mom passed away in 15.
Well,
she actually worked for the police department for many, many years.
Heavenly, what's up, Sue?
What's up, Mogo? So, yeah, she bailed me out of a lot of shit, let me tell you. Wish she would have bailed me out of my first marriage. Okay, what's number 3? Sin City. Oh, no. Is it Sin City? Let's just say,
Sin
yes,
City.
I spent the night. I spent several hours incarcerated in the Clark County jail for a crime that I'd really not like to talk about.
Okay.
If you don't mind. But yeah, 1,000% true. It it pales in comparison, I think, to
What jail between the three of them would you least like to go back to?
Denver City.
Denver's the worst one.
Yeah,
Worst in
Denver
Clark.
City jail.
Worst, well, that's downtown.
From right downtown.
It's not anymore, but this is right when it was down on like 11th and Bannock, right?
Yes, right across the street from the Denver City and County building.
Okay.
Yeah, with the nice pretty lights. Next to that was the shittiest fucking jail I had ever been in, or had worked in.
Yeah, they don't make them for nice for a stay. You know,
No.
they
Definitely wasn't a fucking holiday. That thing wasn't
5
even a
star.
Motel 6.
5-star rating's not quite there.
No, I've seen cleaner Motel 6s than that Denver City jail. Yeah, they didn't give a crap. So yeah, that's definitely number 1 right off the top. I would not.
Yeah, I hear the worst one to go to is Cook County in Chicago, man.
Yeah.
I hear that's the
Was
absolute.
it like on the south side of
Yeah,
Chicago
yeah,
or
well,
something?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
gonna
hear
house, everybody that
Or
are
LA.
from those gangs around Chicago, the Gangster Disciples, the Vice Lords, all those guys around there, man. Cook County is
Yeah, that.
because we had some of those kids, Moose,
Oh yeah.
come to High Plains Youth Center. That's
Yeah.
why I know so much about Cook County.
Kind
It's
of
crazy.
inappropriate story about that. When I was in 89, 88, so when I was in 8th grade in middle school here in Brush, and one of the kids had escaped. So as you know, when they took these kids to like dentist or something in town, they'd always put like they'd blindfold them so they didn't have a lay of the land, right? They didn't know what Brush looked like. Yeah, they didn't want they didn't want. So this kid gets out and they lock down the schools because they think he's going to try and integrate himself into the school system, right? They think he's going to try and blend in with the kids, right?
Sure. And how easy.
Right, so like your parents had to come get you, all that stuff. Here's the funny part was he was an African American kid, and we're in Brush, Colorado. You know what I mean? We only had one black kid in my class, Phil. What's up, Philly Mac? Love you, buddy. And I was like, you should let him get into school because we'd be like, hey, wait a second, you're not Phil.
What's going on, token?
But yeah, there was a scared straight program they used to go, and if you got in trouble, they make you go through that thing and talk to those kids, and they scream and yell at you. And man, it's there were some hard luck cases in there. There was like a 5-year-old in there, right? At one point in time, were you there for that?
What the fuck? No, I must have been gone. I'm going to tell you what. After I left, I heard there was a bunch of shit going on. I do know that they ended up changing their names a couple of times because it was the Rebound Corporation, and then it ended up being this company called Cornerstone that I ended up working for at the halfway houses once I went to Denver. But
Really?
I heard there was some bad shit here.
Well-
a woman was stabbed up, maybe by 2 kids over in the library part.
Well, so to my understanding, and I don't know, this is just what I've heard. I take it for that, but I think with the final straw was you're supposed to check on those children, those kids, like every 5 minutes or something, very regularly. And
It's 15.
It says 15 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
You're actually supposed to initial the sheet as you go along.
Okay.
Yep.
So one young man hung himself and hung there for like an hour and a half. And
Tragic.
so, well, they couldn't explain how he sat there for an hour and a half and nobody no one was doing their rounds, So
I've got some stories from that place sometime if you want to hear them. That go right along with that. It was the majority of the time that the problems that we had was the night staff.
Yeah.
Like these guys came in just to fucking sleep, and they're just hiring brush town folk that just want to
there for a job.
Right. I'm just trying to collect a check. Right. They're not. I don't give two shits about these kids.
Right.
Yes.
And that was a problem.
Oh, you'll have to save those.
Okay.
I want to hear about Sin City. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yes, that's amazing to hear that.
Yeah. What do you think about those stories, Jen?
Well, I think they're both perfectly believable.
Right.
I think I may have caught a flaw, so I'm keeping it that in mind.
I'm about to hear a second one. Just kind of judge and to put it against this one to see how you tell stories.
Let's go, Larry.
But I like it. I like the whole. There was I said Billa Bolin was the one who made all those delicious treats. Her husband Anthony was on this podcast, also stationed in Germany, with also kind of he never got arrested. He got shoved into a taxi cab, trunk of a taxi cab, and that's how the MPs found him. And it's a pretty good story from.
Does he know who did it? Was it Turks?
It was his buddies.
Whoa, his dudes did that to him.
Yeah, he was a little out of control. So he had a bunch of great stories for the military. So, all right, that was jailed, Sin City, Denver City, and Germany. Next, we have two left. We have legal and illegal prostitution participant, and we have worked closely with Secret Service. Now, Jay, if you watch this podcast, there's always one I want to hear that pops out most, and I always save it for last. So instead, let's hear work closely with Secret Service.
Oh, yeah. Work closely with Secret Service is my former job that I had working for investigations and security for a major global bank.
All right.
You guys look it up. And part of my job was to provide executive protection, which was just kind of a fancy word for bodyguard.
Yeah.
Right? For CEOs.
Okay.
And executive board members.
Bigwigs, yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking, these CEOs were of this bank, they're sometimes stronger than the vice president of the United States.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
They call a lot of shots.
Right.
So I would be assigned to meet with these people when they came in, either here or other areas I would fly to, and meet them there to provide this detail. And my security experience and all this had led me up to this. So it was easy for me. I enjoyed looking at the routes, and we're going to go from the airport where I'm going to pick up my detail to the hotel. This is the nearest hospital. This is the nearest whatever we need to do. Trauma unit. Map all that stuff out and then do it.
Right.
And it was cool as shit. I really enjoyed it. I wish I could go back to doing that. But I got to do that many times with a few CEOs. And also, they took, oh my goodness, maybe the top 100 earners of the bank and their spouses and took them to certain destinations. Sure. I did a detail in Arizona and another one in Hawaii. So it was taking care of these folks and their spouses with open bars. And yeah, it was maddening. The spouses were just out of control.
So just like living the dream amongst the 1%ers almost.
Yeah, I got to see some cool places because, look, my room had to be next to the CEOs from a security perspective. I need to be attached to them. Mm-hmm. Now, listen, these people don't stay in normal rooms. This is a fucking villa.
Right.
So let's just say the room set next to that, it wasn't too shabby.
Yeah.
But I felt out of place. A lot of that, I felt out of place, dude. I was...
right.
I wasn't the suit and guy type of guy that they really wanted me to be, but I was security and investigations.
Yeah. How were they to deal with?
The CEOs?
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
Sure.
Yep. I've had some that are very cordial. Thank you for what you do. I've already got their complete itinerary memorized or available in my book. I'm old school, right? Everything mapped out, know what their routine is. That way, if they don't know where the fuck they're going, I've got it.
Right.
I've got it under control. Then we had some that were just like, listen, I don't like this stuff, so stand over there against the wall. I don't want to see you. Right? So they're all different.
Right.
Right. It's just like a celebrity, right?
Sure.
That has bodyguards.
Right.
Some, right?
Yeah.
Intermingle with them. Some are just, I don't want to fucking see you.
Although it'd be easier than a celebrity because celebrities are so recognizable.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody knows who you're guarding, who that dude is. Just that he's got a bodyguard. That's,
So were there times when you were actually walking right alongside Secret Service men?
Absolutely. And at one point in time, I reported to a gentleman by the name of Joseph Petro. Joseph Petro was Ronald Reagan's right-hand man for the Secret Service.
That's very cool.
And he actually has a book out, if you want to Google it, called Standing Next to History. And I actually have an autographed book from Joe at the house. Amazing dude. He was an amazing dude. That was one point. This is like right after 9/11.
Oh, wow. So it's a big deal. Everybody's sphincter is still nice and tight.
Oh, bro. Yeah. It was a crazy time. It was a crazy time to be in the security industry after 9/11.
Yeah, I can only imagine, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it literally changed the entire game over here.
Everything.
Oh, it changed everything. In my lifetime, it's one of the two biggest changes. That and COVID are the two things that changed everything, I remember 9/11. It's kind of crazy. We brought this up a few episodes ago, and it's weird for us at our age to think about this. But no child in school right now, senior through K, was alive during that. They don't have a skin in the game, So they're learning about 9/11 in a history book. That's crazy to me because it was such an everybody
just a life-turning event.
Yeah.
Well, like with my mom, Elvis, and JFK.
Kennedy, yes.
Yep.
My grandmother remembers. They always know where they were when they heard about the death.
Well, and I remember the Oklahoma City bombing.
Yes, 95.
And then, of course, the Century Theaters. And, of course, we've had the Boston. It's just been a nightmare ever since.
When I was living in Denver, I was literally about a 10-minute drive from the theaters.
Oh, the Batman killings.
Yep.
Yeah.
And drove over there just to look at the aftermath. I mean, I don't know what it was, curiosity or what. But, yeah, me and Aaliyah, we went and checked that out. It's my youngest daughter.
Okay. What's up, Aaliyah? Where were you for 9/11? What were you doing when you heard about it or saw it for the first time?
Yeah. So I was dropping my two oldest kids off at middle school, man.
Wow.
And I was in Denver.
Wow.
And we were driving to Hamilton Middle School. And I was just listening to the radio, man. And so I dropped the kids off, bolted back, turned on the TV, and like most people, watched that second tower get hit and be like, oh, fuck. So I'm 31 at the time, right? So I'm like, fuck, I want to go back in. But at the time, man, I got pushed to the back of the line. They had no need for a 31-year-old broke dick motherfucker like me when all these kids, these 18-year-olds were begging.
Plus, you're a bakery safety risk. That's.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So 9/11 was crazy. So I was working for a group home at the time, and I quit. Dude. I was tired of the work. It was rewarding work, but fuck, it wasn't rewarding for the paycheck, man, and it wasn't worth it. Dude,
That was that this job when you were working for the Elite?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, he had asked about 9/11, so
Gotcha,
I went
gotcha.
down that rabbit hole. But yeah.
Where were you, Jen, when you heard 9/11?
So I was, I remember it was very early in the morning, and I remember I was sitting there brushing my niece's hair, trying to get her ready for school that day, and had the TV on, and saw it within minutes come across the news.
Yeah, it was wild stuff, man. Wild
And
stuff.
you?
The Broncos and Giants played the night before, and I was at a buddy's house, and I got
Monday Night Football, right?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I got shit faced. And on Tuesday mornings, we had a manager meeting at the club I worked at. So I woke up, lit a cigarette, I sat on the couch, and I saw the Twin Towers on. And I thought, what fucking movie is this? And then there was a reporter. You could see the tower in the background. And he's like, they think there's a drunk pilot. They didn't, because the Pentagon hadn't happened yet, or they hadn't reported on it yet. And they go, we think it's a drunk pilot. They're looking for the black box. And all of a sudden, boom, the second one hit. And I remember that reporter turning around and staring at it, and it was just dead silence. And my cigarette in my mouth, I was like, what the fuck's happening? And so I started calling everybody, no, we're under attack, But I remember, like you said, I went to the club that night because I had to work. And obviously nobody was there, dude. Everybody in Pueblo was in gas lines trying to gas their car up, you know what I mean, for whatever, because they thought gas was going to be $8 a gallon back in 2001. And I remember I couldn't stop watching it on TV. I just could not watch it enough,
Yeah, I remember sitting all day and watching too.
I did it. I did that for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did that for 2 weeks, and then I joined this basic ass guard company.
Yeah.
And I started working. I checked IDs going in and out of this bank in the snow and rain of October.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting hired by the corporation and retired
And that's how you started
as a
this.
VP. Yep.
So what was the coolest place or most exotic, or however you want to put it, place you ever ended up doing this sort of security detail?
Yeah, 1,000% would be Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, it was cool because it was a 10-day event. And even though it was brutal, there's only like 5 of us that are corporate that go out there to Hawaii. And then we hire third-party security guards.
Right.
To take care of the smaller events or whatever we need, right? To check fucking IDs. I don't have time to check IDs, right? But I was always cool with those guards because that's how I came into the business. Right. You know what I mean? That's how I cut my teeth. Right. So I always knew that, man, you treat them good, they're going to treat you good. Okay. So, yeah, it was Hawaii was a long event, and but one of the rewarding things about the event is I met 4 of the dudes that were just, I worked with 4 of the guys that are just freaking awesome. Yeah. And I say were because I'm literally the lone survivor, man. It sucks. Wow. When I look at those pictures and see, dude, Hawaii. But the good things about Hawaii is right away, one of the days was to take the folks who signed up for Pearl Harbor to Pearl Harbor. And I told them, listen, fuckers, I don't give shit. What are the details y'all put me on? I'm going to Pearl Harbor, bro.
Yeah. That's an incredible tour.
I'm a poor-ass kid from the way we were in trailer park. I ain't never had an opportunity to see shit like that. Yeah. The first time I got on the plane was to basic training.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, the Pearl Harbor thing was cool as shit. So
isn't there oil still coming out from the ships?
Oh, it's unbelievable. And the smell.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What's the smell?
Oil. Petro.
Oh.
Diesel.
Wow.
Kind of. And I'd been around that, through my military days, man. Nasty ass smells.
And that is on Oahu, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've been to Hawaii. I never have.
Yes, and it was, pretty much, it would be hands down my favorite. In fact, for this time, 6 years ago, I would have been in Hawaii.
Heck yeah.
So,
as long as you're not there during the monsoon season when the rain just opens up and pours. Oh, God.
It's a magical
place.
Places
just do fireworks every night. bro. Fuck July 4th or whatever. Fireworks every night from like the Hilton.
Yeah.
In Hilton, Honolulu. Oh, dude.
Why not, right?
Yeah, you're just sitting on the beach like, is this fucking real? Then I'm eating food and drinking on the corporate card.
Nice.
I mean, $300 a night bar tab.
Sure. Nice.
Yo, it was crazy till they reeled us in, bro. When the government bailout occurred in 2008. Yeah, all that funness stopped, but
gotcha.
It was a blast.
It went down.
Enjoy it again.
And you are now retired out of that.
Yep.
Industry, correct?
Yep. In June, I got my pink slip, and they ended up in the last half of last year chopping 7,000 folks, which was one of my entire departments. And then I just got news this week that they have set aside another $1 billion. They're going to fire 20,000
more.
Yep. And they're not the only bank either. B of A, Bank of America, same thing. They've got $1 billion set aside because the only way for them to show profit to the shareholders, right, is to cut headcount. So there's more gap there for the shareholders. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's paying the shareholders. They got to get paid. The board members got to get paid. And if that means chopping headcount, that's how all banks do it. Not the one I worked for in particular. That's how they all fucking work.
Bastards.
Well, and as technology goes on, we'll start getting replaced more and more by computers anyways in those sorts of industry realms.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but true. Probably not in our lifetime.
Don't say that. You never say that.
I know. It has moved so fast in our lifetime. We were the only ones to catch it.
Yeah.
To go from nothing
Right.
to an entire computer.
Dude, I had to get up on top of our trailer house and move the fucking antenna so we can watch Channel 4.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's
fascinating.
Nuts, it's nuts. All right. You know what you can do now?
Yeah.
I can pick up that phone and call somebody in China right now and talk to someone around the world from a basement in Brush, Colorado.
Can you believe that? Or face to face.
You could order some fake
crazy.
hell.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's out of control, you know?
Yes, it is.
There's a little radio show, a Bullhucker podcast in the basement here that can be seen all over the world. You know what I mean?
All you got to do is type some shit in the computer.
It's nuts. It's out of control.
Yeah. And there it is.
Yeah, technology. What do you think about that one, Jen?
I think that is... well, I'll bet you've got some crazy stuff that comes out of that. But yeah, I'll bet you just travel alone. But you also had to take it very seriously and... you don't get to enjoy.
I saw some cool places. I got to eat some crazy food. And like I said, this is just this poor kid. Fuck. Dude.
Right.
And I was so out of place. You know, everything's suit and tie, of course, when you're near the CEOs or in detail and stuff. And me, I'm a shorts and flip flop and t-shirt type of guy. But
yeah, of course.
But a lot of people never get to experience that.
I was a suit, but I didn't like to participate.
Yeah, I think that's very plausible.
Yeah,
so,
sounds like a great memory.
Especially after coming out of the military that you did.
Yeah, I got lucky, definitely.
We'll see what happens now. That's so far now. I don't know. You got me stumped so far. So we got one left: legal and illegal prostitution participant.
All right. So the legal part is, I mean, come on, man. I'm stationed in Germany. So over in Frankfurt.
Oh, is prostitution
legal? Right.
Oh, over
Red
Germany?
Light District. Right.
Oh.
Unbelievable. So you'd get off at the Bahnhof, the trade station. I did learn a few German words, bro.
Like yes and how much?
That's about the fucking extent of it.
Yeah.
How much for how much?
That's exactly what it is, right? That's the bargaining with these young ladies, and it's crazy because the government regulates them. They get checked up. It's almost shit like it's a diploma on the wall.
Are they unionized?
Checked up.
Somewhat, or I realize they're not unionized.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it might not be a popular opinion, but I say might as well legalize it. Mm-hmm. Might as well keep them safe. I mean, I'd rather see those girls be safe and and make sure they want to be there. You know what I mean?
Protected.
And
You
protected.
betcha.
You know?
No, but it's not about that, bro.
No,
No,
yeah.
that's short-sighted. The far-sighted this is prostitution is a way for cities and counties and states to make more revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're stupid not
Yeah.
to. All right, so I assume you find yourself in the red light district.
Yeah,
It was, and you said Frankfurt.
Yeah, in Frankfurt, Germany.
Okay.
And so they would be set up nearly like a fucking hotel,
Right.
right? And you'd go in and they'd sit on bar stools outside their doors if they were available. If the door was closed, pardon me, keep on walking. So, like Larry said, you can negotiate, man. Hey, 100 marks, 3 holes, whatever it happened to be, and how much time, and you know they'd get pissed off if you had whiskey dick, and fuck, it was it was crazy. But what was, I don't know about cool, but one of the initiations we had for new guys coming over, of which I had to participate in as well, is up in the higher level floors to where, you know, it takes longer to get up there, are some of the more bigger ladies. And so the initiation was, if you were the new guy, FNG, the fucking new guy, you got the biggest,
You're going to
nastiest.
take on the biggest lady. So it's like you go from
was the
the
initiation.
Ferraris to the mopeds as you go up in your...
Absolutely.
Sounds like the
that.
Ferraris to the motorhomes. Is what
But it was,
motor
dude.
home.
We laughed, dude. It was all in good fun, and then we ended up over at this place that we had crossed the Rhine River, in this place called Sachsenhausen, and Sachsenhausen was pretty much New Orleans
okay.
in like 5x5 square blocks of pure
Party
chaos.
Central.
Absolute chaos. And I'm drunk. I'm American. I don't give a fuck. So good times were had.
Yeah.
I had a boy beaten with that baton thing too that I caught in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
For pulled aside, told him not stop shooting more fireworks, and he shot one right at that guy. Stupid over there. Bye.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Good times, crazy times.
So
crazy
the
times.
newbies would be basically your initiation.
That was the initiation. Yeah,
You
that
go
was kind
get
of
Big
our.
Wanda.
Yeah, that was kind of our sorority house kind of thing. You know, we weren't going to do that frat house type of fucking shit. But,
So
no, but
what
it
if-
was fun.
How was this illegal participant come into the legal prostitution?
Okay. So this is we'll say the mid 2000s,
Okay.
and at the time I oversaw all the bank sites in Nevada, which included a huge site, employee site of 3,200 people, and then all the city banks. So if there was a robbery, I'd have to work with local law enforcement, respond to that. So I spent a ton of time in Vegas for work and for play. Most of the time, both, because I don't work without playing.
Right.
Right. This was in Sin City, where I got busted for solicitation and prostitution.
Oh, wow.
Are we coming back to story number 1?
No, that's part of story number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, not pretty.
So you got busted for the solicitation there.
Was it a cop?
Yeah, well, how did that come about? Because it's only illegal within city limits
Right,
in
right.
Vegas, right?
It's disturbing. Jen knows the laws about that, but okay.
Yeah, it was a sting operation at a hotel that's off the strip. I had met to just a ton of people in Vegas. I know a lot of people. We just returned from there last week, and I take a rental car anytime that I'm out there, and I get around. It's kind of like my second home. And I was with my buddy Rich, who was with me at the detail in Hawaii before. Great guy. He's not with us anymore. He got testicular cancer, which typically isn't fatal, but he lost one of his boys.
Yeah.
And we celebrated, and the cancer came back. Then he lost his other boy. Yeah. Cancer came back, and it finally got into his marrow. And the guy that I knew, I mean, just didn't even look. Oh my God.
No, it's
horrible. So Rich had to hook up to everything in Vegas. He lived there, right? Rich lived in Vegas, and showed me all the crazy spots. His mom actually worked for the bank as well. Had been there, like 32 years. And the bank eventually got rid of all those people too.
Right.
All 3,200 of them, which this particular bank is a staple in the Las Vegas community. Okay. So anyway, we had spent the day at the new Cosmo. And so I'm used to kind of like these dirty type of, I don't know, let's say if you're solicited for sex down on Fremont Street. Yeah, dirtier. Is that what you said?
Dirty hookers?
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm used to, the more dirty being approached to. But in Germany, don't get me wrong, though, at the red light district, some of these ladies were absolute beautiful. And all they would do is I'd ask them, why are you doing this? They'd say, paying my way through the university is what they would say. Paying their way through the university there in Frankfurt. So
hooking your way through college.
Hey, do it. Yeah. Do it. So anyway, after spending some time at the Cosmo, and let me tell you something. Even the bathrooms at the Cosmo is a whole different experience. It's like stepping into a walk-in closet. Wow. Gold-plated everything. It's like, whoa, right? It's like the right. Compared to some other places. Right. So we are approached by these two ladies. And they asked us if we ever stayed them. And we told them, now, through company policy, I can't pay for a hotel on the strip, right? Like, that's not going to be approved. Right? So I'm off this off-site hotel. So, yeah, that's part of the sting.
Okay. The off-site hotel.
Yeah.
So you took him back to your room, I take it?
And Rich was staying in the room next to me, and he got whiskey dick.
These things happen.
Yeah. So he texts me, and he says, "Jay, I'm going home." And so he left, and I never knew anything happened to him until the next day. That he got picked off leaving the place. They followed his car, leaving the hotel.
Who did?
My boy Rich.
Oh, yeah.
So he also got busted in the sting, but you didn't know?
How did they bust him? He's on his way home. He's not actually with one of the ladies.
She was
a cop.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
That's the sting.
And you didn't get any.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
No, but that was part of my alcohol was involved in a lot of that, right? Because, like I said, anytime that I would work, I would also play. So,
of course,
right? If I'm going to be in Vegas, I'm going to do some crazy stuff.
That's what it's for.
And I've got so many stories,
right,
that are
Crazy.
And just notes to self, yes, if you're going to go out to Nevada and get yourself a hooker, just get out of the city limits and you're good to go. And they are unionized there, and they are protected there by their government. Much like the Germany ones.
Yep.
Which,
I think Pahrump, too, is legal. That's where they have the bunny ranch.
Yeah.
In Pahrump.
Right.
Pahrump, Nevada.
And then there's the Mustang Ranch.
anywhere outside of those big city limits of Reno, Laughlin, and Vegas, I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, there's some darker type of strip clubs in Vegas on the Strip, but kind of almost underneath the I-15 there.
Okay.
Creepy.
Yeah, and they have like Spearmint Rhino was there. So if you want to dance with Mexican dwarf, then that's what you can. If that's your thing. I could neither confirm nor deny that I did that, but that's a true story.
So
as well.
you got busted illegally for prostitution.
Yep. And
Fascinating.
sent down to
Or
Clark County Jail. And we'll sit around a lot and we watch this show called Jail.
Okay.
It's that just shows being locked up in Clark County, right? And so I love to watch that thing and just kind of reminisce on.
Oh, and it's just
on
the
the times.
Vegas jail.
Yeah.
That's got to be entertaining.
So the last episode that I saw was, and this jail episode was during EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival. So there were these kids, young ladies showing up just out of their minds.
Oh, like
from drugs.
On the
yes,
drugs.
Drugs. Yeah. The Electric Daisy Carnival, they hold it at the Las Vegas Speedway. And so all those kids that got busted for drugs, after they were probably given IVs from the hospital right to the jail. So I only spent a couple hours there because I was bailed out, luckily.
Nice.
And it was never discussed after that. I was lucky, I was lucky because
Sure.
just like in the Army, I put in a lot of fucking work. I put in a lot of work for the company, so I feel like they did a great job saving me.
All right.
Good deal. Good deal.
What do you think about that one, Jen? Good?
Yes. I thought that was certainly a fun one.
Do you have one in mind?
I do have one in mind.
Me too, actually. I think me too. So, Jay, when we decide who has to pick first, we rock, paper, scissors. Have you ever? How do you?
Yeah.
How do you rock, paper, scissors?
Oh, you want me to do it?
No. How do you do it?
Do you do
1, 2, 3?
1, 2,
That's it?
3, and then you show, or
boom.
on 3?
On 3.
On
All
3.
right, 3 pumper.
All
Okay, that's what we're
right.
doing then. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Woohoo.
All right. So, we have 3 great stories. Jailed in Sin City, Denver City, and Germany. Number 2 is legal and illegal prostitution participant. And number 3 is work closely with Secret Service. I think that Jailed in Sin City, Denver City, and Germany is a true story. I think that the worked closely with the Secret Service is a true story. A lot of detail on that one. It seemed to be something you kind of rattled off because it's from memory. I'm going to go with legal and illegal prostitution participant. It's a great title to kind of catch your attention. And you told us you didn't want to talk about why you got arrested in Vegas, and then you just ended up telling us it right there. So that's why I'm going
Just to throw you off.
Maybe so.
Okay.
Number
So
3 is gonna get
you
your
went
ass
with
later.
legal and illegal
sorry.
prostitution.
I'm going to do it legal and illegal prostitution. You bet.
Okay, and then I think I caught a slip up on Jailed, Sin City, Denver City, and Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And during your Denver story, you had talked about how you went to a party, but then you said the party was at your house.
Okay.
All right.
So for that reason alone,
So you're taking which one?
I'm going to take Jailed.
All right. Before you flip that over, Jay, I do want to say thank you to the Brush Emporium. They are the main sponsor of the Bullhucker podcast. They are very generous people. They've given us how do you like the studio, Jay?
Oh, yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Nice and cool, too. That was my...
Yeah, it's nice and cool in the basement here.
Oh, that's right. I had told him it was cold.
But upstairs, they have all kinds of stuff to do. They have pizza, ice cream, frozen yogurt, pretzels, pasta, chicken wing, buffalo wings. All the stuff. Bring your family down here. It's a great family restaurant. They have a bunch of games the kids can play, board games, everything, a chess, everything, Also, they have a lot of great gifts up there, Jen.
You betcha. Anything you could think of. People have different booths up there, and they have wonderful things. Anything that you pretty much don't or can't find here at Walmart or anywhere in town.
That's right, exactly.
You can find crafts, homemade stuff, all sorts of stuff up there. You got to come check it out.
Come check it out. Great place to find a very unique gift. So thank you, Brush Emporium, 210 Clayton Street. Please come check them out. Support local business, because if you don't support local business, it goes away. All right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Also, if you like what you see today, on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there's a little red dot. That's our subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that, 'cause it's a small click for you, but a big click for us. And whatever what platform you're on, leave a rating and review. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. And the more you click, the more support. We love you for it.
And if you're listening at home before Jay puts it on, go ahead and type below in the comments what you think it is right now. We'd love to hear from you. So,
absolutely.
All right, Jay. Having said that, Jen's taking jailed. I am taking illegal prostitution. Let's see that board, brother.
Wow, I do. Man, there's kind of a part B to this a little bit.
Oh, no.
Though.
To which one?
Well, let's see it, brother. All right.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
What's not true about it?
That's what I want to ask you. Was it the legal or the illegal?
You mean what part caught him up to have it come to that?
Which part of that story is true?
Oh.
Because only one of those is true. Was the illegal or the legal part?
I'm going to say it was the legal part. No, I'll say illegal. Yeah. What's not true about it?
The legal part is not true.
Oh, the legal part. So the prostitution in Germany.
I would not pay for it.
Oh.
Ever. I would not care.
I know.
Even if it was paid for me.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's got to be a stump right there.
It was
right?
definitely.
Come on. Do you like the twist in the story?
It was definitely a stumper.
I'm still a little stumped. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. All right. So, I think I won. I don't know, Jay. You just told me I need to explain the rules better.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think I said something about if it's part of it, right? If part of it's not true. No, it's what. Oh, did you want to talk about? You got any questions about Denver City? Maybe I just misspoke.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that was 1,000% true. It was a party at my place. The reason I said that I went there is I still had a house here in Fort Morgan with the kids.
Oh, I gotcha.
And the apartment in Denver at the same time.
Very cool.
So,
I just try to listen for small nuances like that might give away or pique my curiosity onto the story.
So,
But the Sin City part is true.
Okay.
Attached to the illegal part.
Right. That's crazy, man. Work closely with Secret Service is a true story.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's just part of the details of working with the CEOs and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Some are cool, some are assholes.
Pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, it's been a crazy life.
Yeah, Jay, it was fun to listen to, man. Very, very cool stories.
You bet it was.
Very cool, man. Thank you for finding Jay.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for finding me, Jen.
And they were all ones I have not heard before.
Really?
So yeah, when you
dude, why I had to because she's been like my little sister, man.
Yeah,
so
I
was like, well, I got to bring some shit. I've still got other ones that she doesn't know about.
Oh shit!
Of course.
Yeah. So I'd love to come back. Yeah. I guess I think the title of my story or this story here is just Don't pay for pussy.
Don't pay for pussy.
Don't pay.
I don't
the
know.
moral of all the stories comes down to
I hate to tell you,
don't
Jay.
pay for pussy.
One way or another,
It does.
one way or another, you pay for it. So
It's kind of like being in Vegas nowadays, dude.
yeah.
It costs you just to sit around.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
parking's not free anymore. None of that shit's free.
Right.
So sitting around is literally costing you money.
Yet nothing is
Same.
free.
yeah,
Yeah.
they got to figure it out though, man. They got the right equation, so they
Yes,
got the right
they
formula.
do.
So, but hey, Jay, thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for finding me again.
Thank
Jared.
you. Yes.
I'm Moose
so
Lundstrom.
great. I'm generous.
Generous. Hey, we'll catch you
Jay
next time.
Elliott, guys.
Peace. All right.